Hey you guys! Well, I'm sitting here in my little borrowed bathroom that I'm staying in this house, empty house down the road from our house. Thank God for generous, kind neighbors. There's an empty house and she's letting us stay in it. So we don't have much furniture, but we have a place to sleep and we have toilets and we have this lovely little bathroom. So I'm sitting here. It's been a rough morning dealing with fire stuff. If you don't know, we had a house fire a week ago today and we've been displaced. We've been sort of homeless and trying to figure out what we have, what we need, how to deal with it all. This process is super complicated. Like, I think someone needs to make a booklet. Maybe it will be me. It's like, when your house has a fire, like, these are the things that will happen, because it's all been very confusing, and who's coming when and who's in charge of what, and this guy, that. And I'll be like, I find myself over at my house and talking to some guy and being like, okay, so what is your part? Because everybody has like a different little part. So today the guys came that clean all the textiles, and another guy came that like inventories everything. Sorry, someone's texting me. And he's like, okay, well, where did you buy this? And how old is it? Where did you buy this? And how old is it? And what about this? And how old is it? And in the part where the fire was, we know that's a lot of damage. Like, those rooms have to be, pretty much everything's destroyed in the fire room and then the room below it, which is my bedroom and two of my son's bedroom where the fire was above. Like, all my oils, essential oils, all my supplements, all my Young Living stuff, everything has to be replaced, which is easy because I can just reorder those from Young Living as soon as the insurance pays for them. The things that are not so easy, you know, some clothes that you can't replace or sentimental things, but you know, we're just gonna do the best we can. My brain was just like on overload trying to go through everything. But I'm grateful that in most of the house, you can actually still see everything. It didn't actually burn, right? It just kind of got totally smoke damage and water damage. In the part of the house that wasn't affected by the fire, there was still so much smoke in there. Like, everything is covered in like this layer of soot, which doesn't like blow off. Like, it has to be really cleaned off. So these companies have to come in and clean everything, and it's just a little overwhelming. We can't live there, and we really can't go get any of our stuff because it all has to be sent off for a month to be done whatever they do, or companies that are going to come in. And you know, it's been very long. It's so funny because there's been all these men walking around there today, and they don't understand what half my stuff is. All my furniture is stuff that I like made myself, and they're like, so where did you buy this? I'm like, well, 3 different places. You know, and I put it all together. So, but I keep pulling my stress away out of my pocket. Been in my little pocket of my one outfit that I own, and I'll just be like, excuse me one second, open the lid. Would you like some? They're like, no, thank you. It's not just because of the stress of the situation, but also like the smell won't leave you. Like, all my stuff from being over there, everything I'm wearing smells bad. I have this layer you have to scrub off your hands, the black, and it's sort of in your nostrils and in your throat, like you can taste it. And so the oil is helping me kind of get that to go away. And you know, so I'm super grateful that I had about 20 bottles of oil with me because I was traveling when the fire happened. So I had a couple of outfits and a little bit of my makeup and stuff, and about 20 bottles of my oil. So I have my necessary stuff with me, and I even had a suitcase. So I'm just living out of my suitcase. I'm doing good. So yeah, we're grateful. The Lord has just provided in so many great things that have happened. Little things like friends bringing a meal. Another friend brought over games for my boys to play. Some friends are helping us put together our school stuff so we can get back to school. And just little things, people showing love for us has been amazing. And I just feel the love of the Lord in all of it. When someone just texts me and says, hey, I want to do this for you. I felt like some lady, one of my Facebook friends, not some lady, last night messaged me and said, I have all this Young Living makeup, and I have it, and I just want to send it to you. And, you know, at first I was like, no, I'll repurchase it. It's fine. She's like, nope, it's literally sitting here. I've been looking for a way to help you. And the Lord just told me. So I'm mailing it. And so many things have happened that are helping us get through. And we just feel loved by our friends and mostly by the Lord. And so even though today was a hard day, I just keep thinking, but he loves me so much. And how do you beat that, right? Really, all my clothes and all my stuff. We're going to get it back. We're going to work on it. We're going to hopefully by the end of the year, the house will be rebuilt. The parts will be rebuilt and everything will be cleaned up and we'll be looking at a fresh start. And the path to get from here to there is going to be a lot of work and a lot of time and very tiring, and it's not my plan. I'm having to really change some plans. But I'm like, well, isn't his plan better? It has to be. It must be. Yesterday I was talking to a friend who was saying, you know, how do you trust him so much when he let your house burn? And I'm like, because he's God. How can I possibly know more of what's good for me than God? So my house burned. And I have to walk this out, and it's hard on some of my kids, and we're figuring things out day to day. And I trust him no less. I trust him, and I just assume that for some reason I may never understand, this is what we needed as a family, as individuals. And so he's just good. And that is the one thing that never changes. God's goodness, God's greatness. Whether I have a place to live changes. Whether I have food to eat or a health problem or all those change. Whether I have certain people in my life that come and go, that changes. But he never changes. And so we're hanging on to him instead of our home and our belongings and all. And yeah, it's hard. I kind of just get down about it and I grab my stress away. And I definitely, I'm going on a little trip this weekend, which has been planned for a long time, and all the other ladies are talking about all the things they're going to wear, and I was just like, So I'm just kind of not participating in the conversation because this is what I'm going to wear, because this is what I've got. I went yesterday and tried to buy another, something warm because it's going to be cold there. But I'm a big girl, and it's just not easy to find clothes that I like that fit nice, and so I'm just like, well, I'm just rolling with it. If I'm cold, I'm cold. I'll grab a blanket. Let my countenance and the joy of the Lord shine through me over and above how cute I might look. So as long as I'm not in a fashion show, it really doesn't matter. So I just wanted to encourage you guys that while this process has been complicated, we're still not really sure about a lot of stuff. We do know we can't move back into our house for a while, that everything is in our whole house is going to have to be removed. It's like a giant thing. The side of our house that has to be rebuilt, how long does that take? The Lord knows. But we're thankful, and we're thankful for all of your prayers and all of your help, and you guys have been great. And so, what a blessing. And I just wanted to share with you, this is where we are. And I hope you'll be encouraged that whatever's going on in your life, there's just nothing too big for him to bless you with that he wants to use for your good. So just trust him. And thanks for caring about us, y'all. You're such amazing people.